All right, so I'm going to show you guys how to do a miso glazed eggplant. So it's going to be really delicious, really nice sort of umami Asian flavors. It's going to have a soba noodle salad on top. So think salty, umami, soft, delicious, caramelized with like a beautiful soba noodle citrus salad on top. Yeah, that's lunch. Yeah, so this is a veggie dish, but it's actually quite a sort of hearty, meaty dish, if that makes sense. Eggplant, you know, it's really good for you, and it's quite a filling sort of veggie to use. And some people are scared of eggplant, but it's really easy to cook. You can cook it like any other vegetable. So I'm going to chop it in half, glaze it, bake it. It's that simple. Okay, what's the first step? First step is to cut our eggplant in half, score it, a couple little crosses, season it with salt and pepper, and just sort of pan fry it off. So I'm scoring this as far as I can go down into the skin without cutting my hand. So what you want is like sort of cross sections like this, because what's going to happen is when we bake it, when we glaze it, it's going to open up and it's going to sort of concertina open, and all that flavour is going to fall straight through. And it also makes it really easy to eat. You can literally scoop it out with a spoon. So you can see here it's already started to open up, and you can see the beautiful caramelization. So what we're doing is we're pan frying it to get that colour, to get that caramelization, that sort of depth in flavour, but to also open it up. All right, so next step is to make our miso paste or our miso glaze. So it's really easy. You can just buy miso paste from the supermarket. I'm going to add some sesame seeds, some mirin, some of this little sexy guy, some saki, and that's going to be glazed on top. Throw it in the oven to finish it off, and it's that easy. It'll take about 20 minutes in the oven. A little bit for the miso paste, mirin. So give it a mix, bring it all together. It's like a little bit sweet. So mirin's actually a little bit sweet, so it's a bit sweet. It's got that sort of saki depth of flavour, umami, a little bit salty. A lot of recipes add sugar into the glaze, but to be honest, I'm not a big fan of sugar, so I'm leaving it out. You don't need it. There's enough flavour in here to, you know, to push through. I'm just adding a little bit more miso paste just to thicken it up. I went a little bit crazy on the saki.
What's the consistency you want?
Yeah, about that. Just thick enough that it'll hold up. Just glaze it on top, and you can see it falling through all those gaps. Quite liberal with it. I'm just gonna push it up against the corner here so it's a bit flat. So you can see how important it is to caramelize it and grill it first, because it's opened up those gaps so that, you know, all this beautiful miso paste and glazes that have fallen into those gaps. So when it bakes, you know, that's going to expand and fall apart, and that flavour is going to go straight into the flesh. So I've got the oven on 180, and it's going to take about 20 minutes. So 180 preheated, and I'm just going to throw the whole pan in. It's a, you know, commercial kitchen pan, so it's good with the heat. All right, next step is to make a super simple salad. So I'm going to do some soba noodles, some sliced up radishes, some citrus, and that's it. And a sort of maybe a handful of mint, handful of coriander. So it's going to be sort of just a really nice acidic kick, and to cut through all those rich flavors. All right, so what I'm doing with this orange is I'm going to segment it. So when I say segment, I mean I'm going to take out just the flesh and leave the pith behind. So you sort of clean it, and then just with a knife, just follow the lines, and what you're left is with this very beautiful and delicate sort of orange flesh. So it's really nice, and it gives a little pop to the salad without having to chew through all the white stuff. Alrighty, we're going to throw that into a bowl, and then we're going to use a Japanese mandolin, and we're just going to slice some radishes into sort of beautiful, thin, delicate discs. I love these Japanese mandolins. You can just get such fine, delicate, cool shapes out of any vegetable. These are soba noodles, so they're gluten-free, they're made from buckwheat, and they're really delicious. They get a really nice sort of depth and flavour.
How do you cook them?
So these are just blanched in salty water, so they cook really quickly. This took, I think, about 2 minutes. So there's instructions on the back of every packet, but they're really nice, and they're really good cold. Like cold mixed with salads, just really sort of bulks out good salads. I'm just gonna pick some coriander and mint leaves, and I'm just gonna fold that through the salad. Just gonna give that a mix. We're not gonna add any dressing to this because the citrus from the orange will actually dress the salad. Oh dear God, how good does that look? Bubbling goodness. It's exactly what we're after. So it's soft, it's tender, all that miso goodness instead of falling into the flesh. We're just gonna throw it straight onto a plate. Smells so good. It's so easy. And all it is in an eggplant, really. Like if you wanted a cheap meal, that's gonna cost you $2. So cheap. Salad on top. And how pretty does that look? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Miso eggplant. How good is that? Miso glazed eggplant, citrus, soba noodle, radish and mixed herb salad on top. It's crunchy, it's acidic, it's got umami flavor, it's soft and delicate, and oh my God, my mouth is watering. All right guys, thank you for watching. This is delicious. This is one recipe you have to try. It ticks all the boxes. It's simple, it's tasty, it's cheap, it's tasty, it's cheap and simple. And do me a favor, please subscribe. We have so many more epic recipes to come.